back to Rifftastic Guitar. That was Over My Head by the band King's X, and I'm going to show you that in a second. It's going to be a little bit of a stripped back video here. It's super hot here in the Pacific Northwest, almost 100 degrees, which is crazy for June, and I'm just not acclimated for it. So all you're going to get today is me, my Strat. I've got all my other guitars in the shop getting set up for gigs and recording and stuff. So this is it for today. It's a great sounding guitar though. It's a Mexican Strat, and it's got some fast track pickups in it. You can tell it's kind of beat up, but you know, it sounds cool. This was a gift to me from one of my former students, and I always appreciate stuff like that. So that's what I'm using here today. So let me show you the riff, but before I do that, just want to remind you of my free sweep picking course. Check that in the description below. It's a 25-page PDF, video files, guitar profiles, the whole 9 yards. If you're looking to up your game with your sweep picking, it's my free gift to you. Make sure and check that out. Alright, so this is in the key of E minor, and predominantly starts out with power chords, and there's a single note line and then one chord that doesn't fit, but that's why it's cool. So the moral of the story is you don't have to follow rules with music, and sometimes when you don't, you get some cool sounding stuff. So we'll get to that in a sec. Here's the riff slow, and by the way, if you see any current footage of King's X, they tune down, I think, a whole step these days, so you're going to be in D standard for this tune. But on the album Gretchen Goes to Nebraska, which is a fantastic album by the way, they are in standard tuning for this song. They have a bunch of drop tunings. They use drop D, drop C sharp, I think, drop C, lots of cool drop tunings, but this one's just standard E. And the guitar player for King's X, Ty Tabor, great player, really inventive with his riffs, awesome solo player, really melodic and fluid. Everything about his playing I love, and the band is one of my favorite bands of all time. And this tune just kind of grabs you right from the start, even though it's very simple. It's got lots of layers to it, so make sure you check out the original recording as well. So here's the way it starts. Really just all power chords there. We're playing a low E string in between. You play a D power chord at the 5th fret, and then E at the 7th. So you have D, open E, and then E power chord at the 7th fret on the A string. Then we're going to go to a single note line where we have the open E string, 3rd fret E string, and then open again. I'm picking all those notes and giving that G note just a little slight bend. You don't want to bend too far, you don't want that. Okay, and after this, we've got C power chord. This is on the 3rd and 5th frets on the A and D string. Low E, and we're playing the D power chord that we started with. So all of that together. Hopefully that makes sense. And then we start again on the D, so we're basically starting over. Then we got this cool single note line, which is on the A string. We're playing 7, 5, 4. Then on the E string, it's 5, 3. Open. And we end that with a C7 chord, which doesn't fit this key at all, which is why it sounds so awesome. It just kind of grabs you. And by the way, this note right there isn't actually in the E minor key. It's kind of a hinting at Dorian, which I think kind of brightens the whole thing up. So moral of the story, you don't have to follow the rules. Okay, so if we put that line together with the first part, we get this. I wanted to show you this chord just in case you didn't know it. This is, let me spell this out for you. So C7 sharp 9 it is on the A string you play 3rd fret, then you play 2nd fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the G. There's your C7, but you can also add this note here, which it's kind of hinted at. That's a sharp 9, so technically this would be C7 sharp 9, which is gnarly sound. Probably recognize that from Jimi Hendrix. But King's X uses these kinds of chords all over their music. On the riff to Dogman, from the Dogman album, there's this chord. Again, so here we're just playing it as a C7 sharp 9. So again, where that comes in is, okay, so it's fun to play, and if you're not used to those kinds of chords, might be a little challenging there, but here's the whole riff one more time. Cool. Real quick, a couple ways you could play this also. This is the way I saw Ty doing it on the live stuff, this run here. That works really well. You could also not play the A on the 6th string and play it open. I kind of like that. Whoops. One other option is you could play the open D string, hammer on the E, back to D. But if you're going for accuracy, authentic to the way Ty does it with King's X, that's the way to do it. So, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, real quick lesson this week. I'm going to go cool off with a nice glass of ice water, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you next time on Rifftastic Guitar. Rock on.